What is that? Is that plane coming in for landing?
I think it is.
It's a park plane. No way. It's coming in. That's the park plane. Oh, I forgot. I'm Mark. That's Iain. And this is beautiful Algonquin Provincial Park. We're traveling through Canada's oldest provincial park in search of history from generations past. Remnants of an alligator. Find out when this was built and for what purpose it was for.
Oh wow, look at that.
Join us on this adventure full of history, natural beauty, and all things Algonquin. Let's go camping. That'll dry in a hurry. Yeah! Titanium! Ah! Now this is solitude. Yum, yum, yum. Good.
We're getting close to having a puddle on our doorstep. Don't push it too much, I'm hanging on.
Yeah. This is Mark in the Park. That was awesome. Good morning. Good night last night. Good sleep. Iain is still sleeping. But I got a nice fire going. Gonna get a coffee going. It's cloudy. It's actually I see a bit of blue, but the clouds are going the wrong way. So I don't know what the weather has in store for us today. But today is our rest day, and we're gonna head over to the depot remains and the alligator remains. And I think Iain's really gonna like that. It didn't rain last night, so that was nice. Everything's dry now. So we're gonna have some coffees, breakfast at a leisurely pace, and then head over to the depot and the alligator and check it out. So I gotta bring that food barrel down. Coffee water. That steep for 4 or 5 minutes, and it'll be coffee time. Yeah.
Pretty amazing out here. Good morning. Just saw a mother loon and the baby just kind of floating along. It's a little chilly this morning. A little breezy. But I'm excited for what we're going to be able to see today.
Morning.
Morning.
How was your solitude down by the water?
Oh, that was beautiful.
Right on. Want some coffee?
Oh, I would love some.
Here you go, sir.
Ooh, it's warm.
Yeah, that's
It's chilly down there.
necessity of life. Yeah.
I agree.
How was your sleep?
Sleep was good. I think even better than the night before.
Yeah, me too. I slept like a baby last night. Oh.
Nice wind going through the trees, and
yeah, it's got a bit of a bite to it today. It's a bit cool.
yeah,
But it's nice. A nice hot fire to sit by, the coffee, and it'd be a good day for getting out there and paddling and exploring the ruins. Yeah, it'd be a blast. It feels fresh today. Morning. Breakfast time! Today I'm going to make some bacon, egg, and cheddar sandwiches. In the last Mark in the Park series, I didn't have all the ingredients to make it, but this time I do. I make some really tasty sandwiches. And my assistant here, Iain's going to be my assistant this morning. He's slicing up the tomatoes right now. And he's going to slice up some onions. And I'm going to saute them a little bit. And then we're going to warm up the bacon. We got the instant bacon, or the fakin, or whatever you want to call it. And I'm going to put some eggs in there, melt a bit of cheddar, slap it all together with a bit of mayo, and serve it up. It's going to be a tasty breakfast. Some cheese.
yep.
Here you go.
This is a big block of cheese. Ah.
They survived! Look at that! No broken eggs. Cheddar. Oh, not on the bun. Those buns out of there.
Cheese.
Thank you, sir. Smells better with this. It's my secret ingredient. Stop working, start eating. Enjoy, sir.
Well done. That's tasty. I'll get you going in the morning, eh?
Mm-hmm. Oh, look at the cheese oozing out. Ooh, you missed that.
Mark, we're ready to go. What's going on?
I'm hanging the food.
Okay.
Well, you don't want to come back and find our food gone or the barrel torn to shreds, right?
Yep.
And
That sounds like a good plan.
the other thing too is if you do that, and the bear likes the food, he might hang around and nobody will be camping here anymore, and that bear will be habituated to us. So that's not a good thing. You want to make sure the bears stick to their natural plan, if you will. So we got to hang the food while we're away. When we're in camp, it's fine to have it down on the ground, but while we're not here, you got to suspend it.
All right, let's put it up.
Okay, you want to help me? Maybe just give it a lift while I pull on it.
Ready?
Yep.
3, 2, 1.
Hey, it's good. It's good. Oh, I forgot there's laundry liners here. Ah. Okay. I think that's pretty good right there. Got her? Woohoo! Camera off.
A little bit more shaky.
Yeah, it's empty canoe. Oh.
Finally some sun, eh, Mark?
Oh, I know, this is gorgeous. What a mood changer, eh? So today right now we're heading to a depot farm there at the bottom southwest corner of Burntroot Lake. And we're gonna see the remains of another alligator. This one should be more intact than the one that we saw in Catfish Lake. I think you'll have some fun exploring this area. Yeah, this island here used to be really beautiful, and I came up one year and a lot of the trees were dead. I know that there were a lot of cormorants on it, and I guess they killed some of them off, but the rest of it, I don't know. I'm thinking maybe there was a fire here as well, so maybe lightning struck the island and the cormorants came in and killed off a few of the other trees, but the island looks half dead. So I think somewhere back in here when I was on that September trip many, many moons ago, the two moose that were fighting, I think they were back in here somewhere. I couldn't really pinpoint where it was coming from because there's all these bays and islands back here. It was echoing around, but it was probably somewhere back in here. What an auditorial delight it was. It was just amazing. Yeah, that's the alligator. There she is. Still lots of wood left, eh?
Yeah, look at that. Wow.
So you've seen the one at the logging museum, and now you're going to see the remnants of one just sitting in the forest. And an idea. Oh, look, the wheelhouse. The wheels are still intact, or the paddle wheels. Yeah, let's we're gonna find a good landing spot here.
Wow, look at that. There's the engine. We put all the firewood in there and get the steam going. And our paddle wheels over here. Wow, and there's still wood left.
Don't touch anything.
I'm not touching it. I'm not touching it. And here's the winch.
Oh my God, people put graffiti on this now too. Jeez. Matt who? What? Look at that. I have no idea how long it's been here. I'm guessing maybe 60, 70 years, maybe more. I think it's really special to come to a place like this and see all this. This is just this is spectacular. Unfortunately, a lot of people like to put graffiti on these things. I don't know why. I don't think it's a good idea to do that. It just tarnishes the memory of the people that worked in the bush like this to make a living. I think it's a very special place. Boat in the front of it. I'm gonna stand next to it and maybe over here and get a shot of you like a scale.
I'm gonna have to get my camera out.
Groovy.
It's kind of hard to see with all the overgrowth here, but there's a historical photo. I'm not sure when it's from, but the gator was in much better shape at that time. You can see how much it's degraded. It's kind of neat to compare. Smokestack's fallen off. There's no deck. Just the metal is remaining. This is a different angle. And again, you see lots of stuff in the way. Pretty soon, it's going to be pretty hard to find. Here's the old picture. And here's what it looks like today. Look where you step. Before you take the picture.
Okay, so yeah, that was the alligator, and had the bushwhacker way around this to find a trail that leads us into the remnants of the Barnet Depot. So we're gonna go check that out now. It's a short walk.
I should have worn my longer pants. It's a bit scratchy on the legs.
At least there's no bugs.
Let me see. Let me know if you see any poison ivy.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Because that would not be fun.
Oh, here's a metal frame. Looks like from a bed. Look at this chunk of metal. It's like growing right into the tree's growing around it, or I don't know. It's just weird. I'm not sure how to get through all this. The trail's gone. So many blowdowns. Okay.
We gotta go that way through there.
Yeah, give that a shot.
Get some bug spray.
Oh yeah, here's a trail here. It's nice.
I'm glad Mark went first because it kind of paves the way.
It's either this or get on your hands and knees and crawl. This might have been used to store food storage, root cellar. So. Well, the roof is long gone. Well, there's a bit of shovel remnants here. There's dovetail construction. And Last time I was here, I could have sworn I saw wooden nails. They were using wood. There are metal nails in this too, as well as spikes, but I saw wooden nails used in some location.
Oh man, you can see old buckets in there. Maybe they even like use them to collect sap or something like that. You can still see the remnants of the wall there. It's amazing. This big tree growing out of it.
Be interesting to get hold of some photographs of the farm in its entirety in that day to see how many actual structures were here. There could have been as many as 10 buildings. You never know, right? This place must have been just bustling with people, logging operations, farming. See a stone wall here, like all the rock's been piled up. And there's a chunk of metal there. Maybe it was part of a stove, I don't know. Here it looks like an old foundation, looks kind of square. And this looks fairly level on here, so this, I don't know what this was. Some kind of structure for sure. Oh, I think this is another foundation all along here. All these straight lines. Bits of twisted metal back in there. Comes a plane. It's a park. They're spying on us. Yeah, check this out. Wow. Wow. Oh, I guess it's a bear den now. I don't know what it is, but I guess it was another root cellar. It's collapsed in.
Yeah.
Again, it's all cedar wood construction. Roof's all collapsed in. I don't think would make a very good bear den. But you can see the squirrels have been hanging out here. This is all from squirrels. This is what they eat. They open up the cones and they eat the pith inside. And this is what they discard. Look at the tree growing out of the top of it. Couple of trees, but this one's huge. Ow, ow, ow! Raspberries here. Raspberries. 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 Alright, doesn't seem to be anything else. That's it. Just a lot of fallen trees and some moose scat. That's about it. What is that? Is that plane coming in for landing? It's a park plane. No way. It's coming in. It's like, what are you guys doing? Oh, no way. Hey, circling. Nice. That's the park plane.
Couldn't get it.
No? Hopefully. I think he's coming around. Well, is he going to come around? No, maybe he's going to that island.
That way, right?
Yeah.
Oh, into the wind, yeah.
Huh. Cool. You don't see that every day. Not in here. Wow. They are spying on us. Seeing the park plane is pretty cool, you know, when you're in the interior, and it's also could be a sign of like someone could be in trouble. So it's been down here for 10 minutes on the water, and usually when I've seen the park plane come and go, they're on the water for 15, 20 minutes and then they're gone. They're usually just picking up and dropping stuff off, or people, supplies. I don't think they're usually on the water for any one length of time, so I'm starting to wonder if maybe somebody's in trouble. I mean, that's not a good thing, but it's good that they're there and able to help out if that is the case. But they could be just dropping rangers off or picking up rangers. If there's a fire, they might be dropping off guys that fight fires in the bush. I think I hear the plane starting up.
It's hard to tell with all the waves crashing, but...
Well, we think the plane landed where we were passing by Anchor Island. There was a group of people standing on shore. Didn't look like they were camped there. They were just standing there. So we figured they're just probably people camped on the lake exploring. Yeah, there's a plane now. I can hear it. You gonna come this way? Maybe not.
It's probably gonna go the length of it.
No, I think he's gone. He's gone. That'd be a nice job to have, eh? Pilot of the park plane, flying around the park. Must be amazing in the fall. Look at this. Whoops. I don't see any berries in there. It's been there for a while. I think it's just dirt. I don't know. It looks like just dirt. There's all raspberry bushes back in there. Obviously this was a clearing. Something's been through here. I don't know if it's other people or moose or bear. If you follow this around, you might eventually find a bedding down area where maybe a deer or a bear has laid down for the night. I'm just gonna follow this trail through here. There's no raspberries on these bushes though. Listen, oh, look at all the bees.
Mark!
Holy cow.
Did you see the bear scat over here?
Wow, look at them all. What's that?
You see the scat over here?
No, but the last time I was here, I stepped in a big pile of it. So it doesn't surprise me. There's a lot of bees over there. That's old, eh? Yeah, that's bear. That's bear scat. Yeah. Last time I was here, I stepped in a big pile of it too. So, it doesn't surprise me. It's all raspberries. There's some right there actually. A little bit of raspberry there. Not much here. It's been stripped clean. So I think by what, I don't need to wonder. Probably bear.
We heading that way?
Yeah. It's like honeybees, bumblebees, little bees.
Don't see any honeybees.
Okay, I don't know.
Oh,
You
maybe
would know.
that one. No, that's a.
Look at them all.
It's like
You can hear 'em,
see yellow
doesn't it?
jacket there. Wow. Goldenrod. It's kind of like the last thing that comes out for the pollen.
Yeah.
Before they have to,
Shut down for
shut
winter.
down for winter. So if there are any honeybees around, that's what they're after. They'll be making their winter bees and getting ready to pack all the honey away.
Let's listen to the bees.
It's pretty nice.
He's coming in for a landing again at that island.
Yeah. Must be flying those people out.
Yeah, that's not good. Huh. Must be an emergency. Oh well, hope they're okay.
They never cooperate. Just stay still.
I found the trail.
You found a trail.
I found the portage. Yeah, this is a trail. I think it's a winter portage. It's quite an old trail. It is marked with little orange markers. I don't know if Craig McDonald, formerly of the OMNR, did this or not, but it's an old trail. This might have been here back from the Barnet Depot days, but it goes all the way down to Alder Creek. And it's quite a jaunt. I've been all the way down there, so we did it in the spring one year. Whoa. Ah. Boy, it's grown in a lot more than the first time when I was here about 18 years ago, so things have changed. But the trail is still defined. Lots of firewood. See this here? This is old man's beard. This is a lichen. Lichen is very pollution intolerant, so this is why you don't see this kind of stuff growing in cities. So when you see this up here in the park growing, it's a good indication of a very clean air. So, you know, it's not a myth coming up here the air is fresh. It really is fresh. It's much better. And then here you got this massive white pine that's got brothers and sisters growing out of it, and it's just going off. It's like a whole bunch of trees in one, and it's massive. It makes me wonder how long this has been here. Maybe 100 years or more. It's a really big tree trunk. It's kind of nice just to be walking along a trail and see stuff like this. Where did you head back, Ian?
Yep. Let's get some snacks.
Yeah, get some firewood too while we're here. I'll put them back where it belongs with nature. You want to go that way? I think you should. There you go.
Crawl away, crawl away.
I love September. Woohoo! I'm gonna take a picture. This is pretty. Oh good, I can take a nice steady shot. First time that rock has ever seen paint. Yeah.
So while we're at the gator site, we got some more wood. Hey Mark.
Yeah.
When I get home, I'm gonna have to log this into my journal. Would you paddle for me? About when we get back to the site, we're gonna have to stick it in the fire. No? No?
Would you like me to burn it for you too? Yeah, this is, we're on a western site on Anchor Island, and there's the anchor here on the island. I'm guessing, and this is pure speculation, that anchor came from the alligator that's down by the Barnet Depot Farm Remnants, down in the southwest corner of Burntroot Lake.
Mark, the story behind this anchor is actually that it was stolen from here.
Yeah.
And the Friends of Algonquin found it and somehow got it back to this spot.
They were caught, right?
They were caught taking it. I don't know where they were caught, but yeah, it's pretty awesome that they were able to return it and find it.
Yeah, it is. That is awesome. There's a new piece of metal bracket on there.
They must have cut it and just took the anchor.
Yeah.
It's kind of neat. It's got a little E stamp here.
Yeah. I don't know what that's for, but this thing must weigh a ton. I mean, I don't know who in their right mind would want to try and portage this out. That's silly. The plane that came in and went out from this island twice looks like it was probably ranger staff that they picked up, because the fire pit has been completely cleaned out. It's been manicured. The site's been raked. There's firewood neatly cut and stacked over there. Kudos to the staff that come in and do this sort of thing. I mean, you guys deserve medals. You guys are awesome. I love seeing that kind of stuff. I just wish all our fellow campers could behave in the same manner. But sometimes not everyone has time to cut extra wood and leave it behind. The weather plays a large part in that, I imagine. But I've seen a lot of campsites that are just in terrible condition, and that's mainly due to the abuse of campers that come through and don't bother to clean up after themselves. And I could go on, and I know a lot of fellow canoeists out there know exactly what I'm talking about. But this is nice, deep in the interior. Seeing this is nice. This is where I used to put I believe this is where I used to put my tent. It was up here. Is this a new hole? No. Well, yeah, I think so. I think it is a new hole. They were cutting wood back here, fresh cut wood. I don't know what they were doing, just clearing the trail a bit. Oh, this is fallen trees here. Well, I think they moved the thunderbox over. It probably was there, and they just moved it over here, filled it in. Good job. Heading back to camp.
Honey, we're home. We brought wood.
We brought wood.
Nice, adventurous day.
Yes, it was. So what did you think of all that?
That was fantastic. It was very cool to see all of that archaeological stuff. Now I'm looking forward to maybe just relaxing a little bit. And then we got a fire going.
Yeah, it's 25 to 5. I'm not even hungry, so we got a couple hours to relax before we make dinner, and basically dinner in a bag tonight, so no fancy elaborate meals. Just pour in some boiling water, stir and serve, and that's fine with me. You know, what a beautiful day though, just stunning. Just turned out to be a great afternoon, and I think the evening is going to be even better. I'm hoping the skies stay clear, which means it's going to get kind of chilly tonight, which is fine by me. We maybe do some stargazing or some night photography before the moon comes up. Yeah, that'd be awesome. Good night for a fire too if it gets cool. So.
Mark's sleeping, so I thought I'd come down to the water and have a little disconnect time. Just me and the crickets. This is spicy Thai peanut curry. And it's just got these peanut packets, peanut butter. You squeeze everything out, add water, away you go. Always remember to take the oxygen absorber out because you don't want to eat that. It's not good. Delicious. Ow, my fingers. Seal it up and then jiggle away.
Whoa. spicy. Woo. That's good though. That's filling. I like it. Yeah, those peanuts are good.
I'm pretty relaxed right now. It was a good rest day. Are you relaxed, Mark?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is a good Algonquin Park day.
Yeah. Got up in the morning, had some coffee, took it easy a little bit, and then we jumped in the canoe.
It was a 3 coffee day.
It was a 3 coffee.
I had 3 coffees this morning. This was nice. Yeah.
And then we headed off to the depot.
The weather improved.
The weather did improve.
Yes. It was sunny. The wind picked up, but it was blue skies, sun, temperature rose. Very pleasant, Pat.
Yeah. Saw some people on the way to the depot. We thought they were just campers.
Yeah,
we found out later that they're actually rangers.
Yeah, on Anchor Island, we saw some people just hanging out. It looked like they were day tripping to us from afar. They just, tents weren't set up. They were hanging out in the rocks, da-da-da. And it's like, were these the people that were camped on the east side of the island, or was it somebody passing through and they decided to check out the campsite? But when we got down to the depot farm, the park plane appeared.
Yeah, that was neat to see the plane just fly. It swooped down. Obviously, I must have flown over its landing path first, swooped around, and then landed right on the lake and picked them up. And then actually came back to pick up some more people. Yeah. We kind of thought that people were in trouble.
Yeah, I kind of surmised incorrectly that there was some kind of medical emergency. But they came back again and picked up more people. So, we didn't know. But on the way back to our campsite, we decided to check out the campsite, and I wanted to show Iain the site. I've camped there a couple times, and we got there, and the site was raked. The fire pit was clean, a nice grill on top, some chopped firewood laid aside. It's like, wow, this was prepared by rangers. This was done by a volunteer group, obviously. So there was no emergency. They were just probably on Burntroot Lake for probably the last couple of days, just going around and cleaning up all the campsites. As a matter of fact, when we first came on to Burntroot Lake at the portage, I know that there's another campsite just down the way, and the water's so low I was able to walk to it, and I walked in there, and it was just like the site on Anchor Island. It was raked, it was clean, there's a nice grill. So obviously, someone's been making the rounds on the lake, and this is what it was. It looked like it was a group of 4 people, maybe. And I would love a job like that, just to be able to come in and take care of the park and help out and make it a better place. If it's a volunteer group or paid job, I don't care what it is. I'm your guy. I'm there. Would you be into that?
Yeah, I think, after a little while and a few more trips under my belt, I think I could handle something like that.
I'm ready for it right now. Look at the wood haul we got today,
Yeah, that's good.
It's definitely, for sure, we're, when we leave tomorrow morning, we're going to leave a nice stash behind for the next group. Whoever comes here, they're going to be lucky. So that's the spirit of Algonquin. Coming in, making yourself comfortable, but making those after you comfortable as well. Looking after them, and that's part of the deal, I think.
Yeah, and even before we left our site, we did a few things to prepare our site, not necessarily to leave it clean or anything, but just to there's etiquette, that there's lots of different things that you have to do before you leave and get.
For future campers, I mean, like we hung our food packs.
And for safety, and
we put out our fire, and we made sure it was put out because, I mean, it was a windy day, and embers, can blow up and maybe possibly, spread and catch and start a forest fire. And, we don't want that. No one wants that. And obviously this site's been here for a long time, and we don't want to be the ones that are responsible for destroying it, for future campers. And also, as well as hanging the food, we're keeping bears away. We're keeping a clean campsite. We're not habituating any bears to come to this camp and realize that that this is a food source. So future campers can come here and enjoy the site just like we have. Just a little bit of forethought and care, and this campsite can be enjoyed by everyone. So it was a good day. And what did you think of the alligator down there in the bay? That
was very cool. That was so cool to see all the bits of wood that it's fallen into disrepair, but I mean, you can still see the paddle wheels and all that. Like, we could even see that it was at one time painted red, I think.
Yeah, there was a lot of red color in the wood. It looked a lot more like the one that you saw at the logging museum. Obviously it's the one at the logging museum is well preserved. And then we walked a little westwards, and we saw the Depot Farm Remains. There was quite a lot to see. I mean, you have to really get into the bush and look around. I mean, the more we looked, the more we found. It was quite hidden.
I recommend wearing long pants if you're gonna go do that, because I was wearing shorts, and there were a lot of raspberry bushes and sticks and different things like that.
The raspberry canes tear at your legs.
But it was really neat seeing all the remnants and kind of poking around and exploring, really, and finding all those little hidden gems.
Yeah, and that's what I like about Algonquin Park is all, like you say, those hidden gems. It's like we had a disconnect moment there among the goldenrods with the bees, and like, who would have thunk it, like, to have a disconnect moment in this field of bees, right, and with the flowers, and we did, and it was actually quite wonderful. It was quite pleasant with the weather, and it's something I've never done before in a park. That was really neat. Thank you.
No problem. That was excellent. And then we went on we paddled back. We mentioned that we stopped at Anchor Island, and we actually saw a giant anchor.
Yeah, you mentioned that. I think a few years ago, somebody had appropriated the anchor and tried to move it or take it out of the park or something. But from my understanding, they were caught on White Trout Lake, and I guess through the efforts of Friends of Algonquin Park and volunteer staff, it was returned to its current resting place. So thank you very much, whoever's responsible. It was a nice treat to see.
Yeah, it's very cool to see that.
I guess it probably came from that alligator that we saw today.
Yeah, possibly.
But it's nice to see a piece of history return to its proper place. Obviously a proper place would be the alligator, but to see it on a campsite like that, and it's probably been there for many decades, that was its final resting place. Mm-hmm. But to actually have it moved by some irresponsible campers, and then actually have it put back by a volunteer organization, I think was pretty neat. And that was a nice campsite, but
very nice.
Yeah, I was a little unsure about camping there at this time of the year because the wind was. Yesterday, the weather was kind of funky, so we weren't too sure about it, and that's why we chose the site that we're at now, which has actually been very good to us.
Yeah, we came back here and we relaxed a little bit more. We had more time. We didn't have to set anything up, so we just came back. We, hung out by the water.
And we got attacked by no-see-ums.
Yeah.
Oh
tiny,
my
tiny
God,
little-
like my arms and my neck and stuff, I just like these little invisible bugs. I was getting eaten alive. You were complaining about it too.
I had some on my wrist, and I was like,
Yeah, I don't know where they came from. It wasn't mosquitoes. It was just,
no.
it was, I don't know what it was. But the temperature's cooling down now. The sky's clear. There's no bugs. We got a nice fire going.
We had a little spicy meal.
Mm-hmm. And the moon
The moon was cool.
Yeah.
The sun set, and then the moon came up. It was kind of like, which do I go and look at? Because one's still happening over here, and then this moon's coming up, and you could see it rising up over the treetops.
Yeah, and I'm thinking maybe tomorrow night might even be better. I think the moon might rise as the sun's setting at the same time, because I believe that the moon, every night the moon rises 40 minutes later. Or is it 40 minutes earlier? I can't remember. But we're going to be in Hogan Lake, so it's supposed to rain, I think, tomorrow afternoon, but hopefully it'll clear up. I don't know. We'll see. But today was a fantastic day weather-wise, and I think trip-wise. Like, the weather opened up for us for our trip to the depot farm and the alligator. It was just fantastic.
What's our actual route tomorrow? What are we going to do?
Well, tomorrow we're going to leave this campsite and paddle down. Like, we're almost at the bottom of Burntroot Lake. But we're going to paddle down through the bottom into these narrows, and it takes us to another large bay, which is called Red Pine Bay. And at the bottom end of that, on the southeast corner, is a portage. I think it's like 700 something meters into Lake Lemire. And that's quite a beautiful lake. I've paddled through it many times, but interesting enough, I've never ever camped on that lake. We're going to paddle through that lake, and there's like a 650 meter or 85 meter portage. Yeah, 685 meters into a Hogan Lake. And Hogan Lake that's a pretty lake too. There's some really big cliffs on that lake. If the weather's cooperative, maybe we can climb up to the top and get a really nice vista from up there.
Awesome.
Before we head maybe further down to the lake in the east end on Parks Bay, we can maybe pick a campsite down there, and there's some nice campsites there. Maybe do some fishing on the way. I did fish a little bit on Burntroot today, but didn't catch anything. It was a bit windy going one way, so we had the wind at our back, and we were going pretty fast for trolling. And then coming back, we had the wind in our face, and we were going probably just the right speed, but I didn't get any nibbles. So never have caught anything on Burntroot. Burntroot hasn't been good to me, so that's to be expected. Hogan's been good to me though, so maybe in Hogan tomorrow I'll catch dinner. So we'll see.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good fire tonight. Got a lot of firewood, eh?
Did you like my jokes?
Oh, the wood joke? Yeah, they were good.
Nothing like a couple of dad jokes, eh?
Yeah. I'm ready for bed. How about you?
I think I could sleep.
Yeah.
Especially with a bit of paddling tomorrow.
I think this fresh air is really starting to get to me. It's just like, oh my God, it's so good. Okay, yeah, let's do it. Let's put stuff away and hang the food pack and hit the hay.